Light of the World, Learning English Through the Bible, Unit A243. Copyright Light of the World Learning.
Pray, review, and preview. Bible reading. Jesus is put on trial and crucified. Matthew chapter 26, verse 57 through chapter 27, verse 61. Theme, banking. Pronunciation, under and over. Grammar, whose versus whose, and possessive pronouns. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, theirs, ours.
What do you see?
It is very safe to save money at the bank. If you deposit cash at a bank, your money may be locked up in a safe. Also, the security guard makes sure that robbers do not go in to steal. You may withdraw this money at any time, either from the teller in the bank or from the ATM outside. You may also go to the teller to exchange bills for change. When you save with the bank, you can borrow money from the bank when in need. The money they lend you is only a loan and must be paid back quickly to avoid paying too much interest.
People are at the bank. 1. A security guard. 2. Change. 3. A teller. 4. A safe. 5. An ATM.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 1. He gets money. 2. When you borrow money from the bank. 3. She has change in her pocket. 4. I keep money. A. It is called a loan. B. Silver and copper coins. C. In a locked safe. D. From the ATM, automatic teller machine.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 5. The security guard. 6. The bank teller. 7. I pay with. 8. I exchange dollars. E. Dollar bills. F. Keeps people safe. G. For euros. H. Helps customers with financial transactions.
Match the beginning and end of each sentence. 9. He deposits money. 10. He withdraws money. 11. He lends money. 12. She borrows money. I from the ATM. J from him. K into the bank. L to her.
What is a possessive pronoun and when do we use them? Look at this sentence. This change is your change, not my change. Notice we repeat change 3 times, so it sounds repetitive. Since we already know we are talking about change, we can replace my change and your change with possessive pronouns. This change is, cross out your change, not cross out my change, can be shortened to this change is yours, not mine. Now it doesn't sound repetitive. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, and theirs are possessive pronouns. A possessive pronoun replaces a possessive adjective plus a noun, your change, to avoid repeating information that is already clear.
Possessive pronouns can follow or replace a noun. Subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive adjective, possessive pronoun. Example 1. I, me, my, mine. Those are. 2. You, your, yours. Are the bills? 3. He, him, his, his. The safe is. 4. She, her, hers. This is. 5. We, us, ours. That loan is. 6. They, them, their, theirs. The change is.
Pronouns can show possession. Subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive adjective, possessive pronoun. For example, 1. I have a safe. That safe belongs to me. That's my safe. That's mine. And example 2. You have change. That change belongs to you. That's your change. That's yours. 3. he, him, his, his. 4. She, her, hers. 5. We, us, ours. 6. They, their, theirs.
Who. 1. We use who to ask about or describe a person. 2. Examples. Who is the boss? Sam is. Who will come early? John and I will. We will. Who has the cash? They have it. Whose. 1. We use whose to find out which person something belongs to. The answer has a possessive. 2. Examples. Whose car is this? It's theirs. Whose notebook is on the desk? It's my notebook. It's mine. And whose car is the box? It's in Anna's car. It's in her car.
Pronouns. Who asks about people. Whose asks about belongings. Question. Who or whose? Answer. For example 1. Who will come to the bank? They will come to the bank. 2. Changes this. The change is 3. Put the dishes away. Put the dishes away. 4. House is that. The house is 5. Is this gift for? It is for 6. Car is behind mine. Car is behind your car. 7. Safe is this. That is safe.
Whose means who is, and whose means who it belongs to, or to whom it belongs. Whose or whose? Answer. For example 1. Who's the Son of God? Jesus is the Son of God. 2. Whose car is that? That is my car. Yes, it's mine. 3. Going to the bank. Is going there at 1 o'clock. 4. Near the fire? Is standing by the fire. 5. Gloves are these? They are. 6. Is he the man? Hat is blue. Yes, is blue. 7. Is he the man? Late? Yes, always late. Listen and repeat. Look, there's change on my table.
Oh, whose change is it?
I think it's Susan's money. Those glasses are hers too.
Who's Susan?
Susan is my friend. She came here to borrow my bike.
Are those her cookies on the table?
No, those are mine. Would you like one?
Yes, thank you.
The prefix under can mean not enough. Over can mean too much. 1. Under. Underweight, underpaid, undercooked, understaffed, understated. 2. Over. Overweight, overpaid, overcooked, overdone, overreact. 4. I think the bank is understaffed. They need more tellers. 5. She overcooked the chicken and now it is too dry.
Listen and repeat. A. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Withdraw, secure, explain, exchange. B. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Defensive, deposit, expensive, example. C. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Banker, patient, borrow, teller.
Read Matthew chapter 26, verse 57 through chapter 27, verse 61 in your own language. Then read the story of how Jesus was crucified. It was now the middle of the night. The soldiers led Jesus to the house of the high priest because he wanted to question Jesus. Peter was following far behind them. When the soldiers took Jesus into the house, Peter stayed outside and warmed himself by a fire. Inside the house, the Jewish leaders put Jesus on trial. They brought many false witnesses who lied about him.
However, their statements did not agree with each other, so the Jewish leaders could not prove he was guilty of anything. Jesus did not say anything. Finally, the high priest looked directly at Jesus and said, "Tell us, are you the Messiah, the Son of the living God?" Jesus said, "I am, and you will see me seated with God and coming from heaven." The high priest tore his clothes because he was angry at what Jesus said. He shouted to the other leaders, "We do not need any more witnesses to tell us what this man has done. You yourselves have heard him say that he is the Son of God. What is your decision about him?"
The Jewish leaders all answered the high priest, "He deserves to die." Then they blindfolded Jesus, spat on him, hit him, and mocked him. As for Peter, he was waiting outside the house. A servant girl saw him. She said to him, "You also were with Jesus." Peter denied it. Later, another girl said the same thing, and Peter denied it again. Finally, some people said, "We know that you were with Jesus because you both are from Galilee." Then Peter said, "May God curse me if I know this man." Immediately after Peter swore like this, a rooster crowed. Jesus turned around and looked at Peter.
Peter went away and cried bitterly. At the same time, Judas, the one who had betrayed Jesus, saw that the Jewish leaders had condemned Jesus to die. Judas became full of sorrow. He took the 30 silver coins back to the Jewish leaders and said, I sinned. I handed over to you an innocent man to be killed." The leaders refused to take it back. Judas threw the money into the temple and went away and killed himself.
Now Pilate was the governor of Judea. He worked for Rome. The Jewish leaders brought Jesus to him. They wanted Pilate to condemn Jesus and kill him. Pilate asked Jesus, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "You have said the truth, but my kingdom is not here on earth. If it were, my servants would fight for me. I have come to earth to tell the truth about God. Everyone who loves the truth listens to me." Pilate asked, "What is truth?"
After speaking with Jesus, Pilate went out to the crowd and said, "I cannot find any reason that this man deserves to die." But the Jewish leaders and the crowd shouted, "Crucify him!" Pilate replied, "He is not guilty of doing anything wrong." But they shouted even louder. Then Pilate said a third time, "He is not guilty." Pilate became afraid that the crowd would begin to riot. So he agreed to have his soldiers crucify Jesus. The Roman soldiers whipped Jesus and put a robe and a crown made of thorns on him. Then they mocked him by saying, "Look, the King of the Jews."
After the soldiers mocked Jesus, they led him away to crucify him. They made him carry the cross on which he would die. The soldiers brought Jesus to a place called the Skull and nailed his hands and feet to the cross. But Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, because they do not know what they are doing." They also put a sign on the cross above his head. It said, "King of the Jews." This is what Pilate had told them to write.
Then the soldiers gambled for Jesus' clothing. When they did this, they fulfilled a prophecy that said, "They divided my garments among them and gambled for my clothing." There were also 2 robbers whom the soldiers crucified at the same time, putting them on either side of Jesus. One of the robbers mocked Jesus, but the other said to him, "Do you not fear that God will punish you? We are guilty of doing many bad things, but this man is innocent." Then he said to Jesus, "Please remember me when you become king in your kingdom." Jesus answered him, "Today you will be with me in paradise."
The Jewish leaders and the other people in the crowd mocked Jesus. They said to him, "If you are the Son of God, come down from the cross and save yourself. Then we will believe you." Then the sky over the whole region became completely dark. Even though it was the middle of the day, it became dark at noon and stayed dark for 3 hours.
Then Jesus cried out, "It is finished! Father, I am giving my spirit into your hands." Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. When he died, there was an earthquake. In the temple, the large curtain that separated the people from the presence of God was torn in two from the top to the bottom. Through his death, Jesus opened the way for people to come to God. When a soldier guarding Jesus saw everything that had happened, he said, "Certainly this man was innocent. He was the Son of God."
Then two Jewish leaders named Joseph and Nicodemus came and asked Pilate for Jesus' body. They believed that Jesus was the Messiah. They wrapped his body in cloth, took it to a tomb cut out of rock, and placed it inside. Then they rolled a large stone in front of the tomb to block the opening. However, this is not the end of the story of Jesus, because Jesus rose again and is alive today. We will learn more in the next lesson.
Answer the questions. 1. What happened to Jesus' clothing? 2. What did the sign on the cross above Jesus say? 3. Why did Pilate give Jesus to the people to crucify? 4. What happened immediately after Jesus died? 5. Where was Jesus' body buried? 6. Why did Jesus promise the dying thief paradise? 7. What does Jesus' death mean to you?
Dad, I got my first paycheck from my new job. I feel like they underpaid me, but I'm happy to have the money. What should I do with it?
Oh, maybe you can save it. Never underestimate how important it is to put some money aside.
Oh, Dad, please don't overreact. I'd like to spend it on something special.
Okay, well, let's take a walk to talk about it. I need the exercise. My doctor said I am overweight.
Maybe I could take a trip to visit my cousins in Brazil. I can save my money for a trip. That would be special. I should start looking for bus tickets now so I don't have to overpay later.
Oh, your Aunt Tia will be so happy to see you. It's a trip that's long overdue. Your mother and I have not seen their family in years. Your mother works so hard at the bank and at home, never takes a vacation. I worry that she's underweight.
I have a great idea, Dad. Let's all plan to visit Aunt Tia and her family next summer.
Oh, your mother and I would like that very much. Listen and answer the questions. 1. Why is Lily unhappy with her first paycheck? 2. What is her father's suggestion? 3. Where does Lily want to take a trip to visit her cousins? 4. Why does she want to start looking for bus tickets now? 5. Why is Lily's father concerned about her mother? 6. What idea does Lily come up with to include her parents?
Role play. Bank customer. Questions. Answers. 1. How do I deposit money? 2. Where do I sign on the check? 3. How much can I withdraw? 4. How do I exchange currency? 5. What is the exchange rate? 6. Do you have an ATM? 7. Is there anything else I need to do?
Role play. Bank teller. Questions, answers. 1. What can I help you with? 2. Do you have an ID? 3. What is your bank account number? 4. Can you write your social security number? 5. Did you sign the back of the check? 6. How much would you like to exchange in this currency? 7. Do you need to notify us for travel?
What can wash away my sin? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. What can no other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Oh, precious is the flow that makes me white as snow. No other fount I know, nothing but the blood of Jesus.
1A homework. Write about the pictures using possessive pronouns.
1B, homework. Write about the pictures using vocabulary from the bank.
2. Fill in the blanks. Who's who? 1. Money is that. 2. The ATM has change. 3. Made a deposit. 4. The security guard ran after. 5. Safe was taken. Hers, his, theirs, her, she, he, they. 1. The money is. 2. The change from the ATM is. 3. Made a withdrawal. 4. Ran from the security guard. 5. The safe that was taken is.
3. Ask your partner. Questions, answers. For example, 1. Where were your friends from? Well, they were from Croatia. 2. Do you give tips? 3. How much do you usually spend on? 4. Did you sign? 5. How do I deposit? 6. Have you ever? 7. Whom would you not?
4. Fill in the blanks and say the correct words. Underweight, underpaid, overpriced, overdue, undercooked, overlooked, underground, overreact, overworked. For example, 1. Please don't overreact when you hear the news. 2. He doesn't make much money. He's. 3. The bill was due yesterday. Now it's. 4. The meat is still red. It's. 5. Everything is in that store. It's expensive. 6. No one noticed the little bird. It was. 7. The cat is. It's really skinny. 8. He is at his job from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. He's. 9. The subway train runs in a dark tunnel.
5A. Discuss the Bible story with your partner. 1. How do you feel about this Bible story? 2. Which person did you relate to in the story and why? 3. What was confusing about the story? 4. What did you learn from the story? 5. How do you think it applies to your life? 6. What are 2 questions you have about the story?
5B. Summarize the Bible lesson using your own words. For example, Jesus was killed on a cross. Peter, Pilate, Judas, the soldiers, Joseph, and Nicodemus.
5C. Use these pictures from the story to help you write a 1-paragraph summary of the Bible story on the next slide.
5C. Write a paragraph about Jesus' death on the cross and what it means to you.
6A. Homework. Choose 1 verse to memorize. A. Pilate told them to write a sign and put it on the cross. The sign said, Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. John chapter 19, verse 19 from the ERV. B. Jesus answered, Yes, I am the Son of God, and in the future you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right side of God All-Powerful, and you will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven. Mark chapter 14, verse 62 from the ERV.
6B. Homework. Choose 1 verse to memorize and read the next verses. C. These things happened to give full meaning to the scriptures that said, none of his bones will be broken. John chapter 19, verse 36 from the ERV. Read the next lesson's Bible verses. Matthew chapter 27, verse 62 through chapter 28, verse 20. Mark chapter 16, verses 1 through 20. Acts chapter 1, verses 1 through 11.
7a. Read the letter and answer the questions. Dear Susan, how are you? I heard that you are coming to visit Brazil soon. Are you excited? It's really great living here. I love it. The World Cup is going on and everyone is taking the day off. There are a couple of things you might need to know about visiting Brazil. You probably need to go to your bank and let them know you are traveling. They might freeze your credit card if they see purchases from here. You might also want to exchange your US dollars for Brazilian currency. Ask them to withdraw it for you and give you the cash and change. Don't spend lots of money here. You don't need to rent a car. You can borrow mine. I look forward to sharing adventures with you soon. Your friend, Becca.
7b homework. Answer the questions. 1. Where is Susan visiting? 2. Why are people taking the day off? 3. What happens if you don't let the bank know you are traveling? 4. What does Susan need to exchange her US dollars for? 5. What is Becca willing to lend to Susan? 6. What does it mean if your bank freezes your card?
8. Writing. Write a letter to a friend telling what you know about Jesus.
9. Homework. Now I can discuss banking and money. I can use the new words including and. I can use whose and whose and possessive pronouns. I can understand how Jesus died on the cross for my sins.
Reflections and closing prayer.